Yes, sir. What's poppin' good people? It's your boy, the boy Henry Heck, back at it again with another video. Today, we'll be discussing an article that came out and it spoke to, Microsoft repurposing a specific division in order to kind of Q&A developers to see why they're choosing to release games on the PlayStation 5 platform instead of Xbox Series consoles. And to be perfectly honest, you don't need a team to figure this out. The fact of the matter is, Xbox has chosen, foolishly, to release a two-tier system, console system, alongside pushing a subscription-based gaming service where the gamers don't directly have to buy the game at full price. They can just pay one flat fee and play all the games on there for that flat fee. You know what I mean? So the developers that put their games on there will have to, accept whatever bag that Microsoft tosses them in order to put the game on there. And I believe that bag has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller, unless you're a Sega. Sega probably get good money off of that every time. And to this day, they probably get good money off of that. But, Microsoft I don't see Microsoft continuing to pass out millions upon millions of dollars to games, especially new games, new IPs or new games from new developers that, haven't been proven. So I'm pretty sure they're cutting that back. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to the developers choosing to not release on Xbox, you have to do twice the work to get it to run, because it's a parity card. You got to get it to run on the S. You got to. So if you're trying to push a game that is pushing fidelity or any kind of current gen technologies, then you're gonna have yourself a time. Especially if you're not, I won't even say especially, because the Xbox own teams have issues with this. So of course, if you're not an Xbox team, you're a indie studio or a third party studio, you're gonna either have to request help from some people who can't do it themselves, which is crazy to me. You're gonna delay your game. It's gonna be a bit clusterfuck of situations that you don't have to deal with. You know what I mean? Especially because you're not gonna make no money. So why work twice as hard for no money, or twice as hard for half the money, when you could just put all your time and effort into releasing that game on PlayStation? PlayStation Nation of course it has to be a good game. It has to be a solid game. But if you put out a solid game, the potential of purchases you're gonna receive on PlayStation is gonna be vast. You know what I mean? Because the PlayStation gamer, they've never been conditioned to play games in the subscription service. So they're gonna pay you your 60, they gonna pay you your 70 if it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a current gen game and it's utilizing current gen features, the loading, dual sit support, performance options between your quality, balance and performance, you got those options, and then coming up with the performance option. If you leveraging all those features and you ask for a high 70, more than likely you're gonna get your high 70. If it's a game that they're interested in playing, more than likely you're gonna get your high 70. You know what I mean? That's not necessarily the case over there on the box. You know what I'm saying? So you deliver it, you develop, not deliver it, but you're developing for PC. If you putting the game over there, you develop it for PS5, you develop it for potentially the Switch. These three platforms, the gamer is buying games. The gamer's gonna purchase your game. Then you put the work into making the Xbox Series versions, Xbox console series versions. You're not making no money over there. You know what I mean? So you might as well cut that all the way off and just focus on the 3 places or the 2 places or the 1 place. Focus all your efforts there in order to deliver the best experience you can deliver there, and then be compensated appropriately through the gamers buying your game. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it don't take a rocket scientist. It don't take all this. We gotta go out here, reach out, talk to this person, talk to that person. No, talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst Xbox leadership and figure out who the fuck made this stupid ass decision as far as putting out this weak ass last gen console inside a new shell. Who decided that's who you need to talk to? Don't be over here bothering these developers that they don't work on the PS5 so they can get some. Nah, leave them alone. They busy. They busy. They got stuff to do. They busy making games while you over here fucking up. You ain't got time to be over here questioning them. You ain't got time for that. You need to be focused on building fucking games. That's what you need to be focused on. Don't worry about what third party doing. Don't worry about what indie studios are doing. You need to be worried about what the fuck you gonna do. Then you got nerve be out here talking about you finna release a handheld. And it's gonna be not so people gonna have to develop for the handheld. They're gonna have to develop for the S, and they're gonna have to develop for the X. Or they're gonna develop for the X, then scale all that shit all the way down. They're gonna scale it down twice. Or either you gonna make a handheld version and then just hope the system get boosted. Rely on the boosting power of the bigger systems. Like, what the fuck kind of strategy is this? Here in next gen, current gen, 2024, 2025. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Then you over here stop bothering people. No, don't bother nobody. Get your studios in order to make sure they can fucking deliver at quality. As Phil said, because he didn't say, because what the fuck does at quality mean? You know what I mean? He put these little things together. It's like, what the fuck you mean? Because as soon as he said that shit before, I was like, what the fuck? At quality? What kind of quality? What you talking about? What quality? Because it's a certain quality that PlayStation Studios put games out, and it's a quality that Xbox Studios put games out. And that's what I believe is the at quality he talking about. It's not going to be as good, but it's going to be good enough. You know what I mean? You know the shit that Ubisoft CEO was talking about? A solid game? That's what Xbox tried. They try to put out solid games at 30 FPS for creative decisions that only last for 6 months. Because after 6 months, magically, the creative decision period dissolve. And then they unlock it. They unlocking frames then. These people... This is craziness to me. This is craziness to me. And then you're over here wasting time and money. You repurpose. If the team don't got a purpose, dissolve the team. Have them do something else. You repurposing these folks to go bother people. That's what you're doing. Oh, well, no, it's no. You don't need no research and development. You know what the problem is. Everybody know what the fuck the problem is. Everybody know. Now, dissolve that team, because, you know, the job is done. It ain't nothing for them to do. Dissolve the team and get the fuck to work. Get the fuck to work. How about put that team over there? You put them into overseeing these Xbox studios putting out some fucking games at quality. How about that? How about you put them over there? How about you have them do that? How about you have them bother them to make sure they doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing as far as putting these fucking games together? Releasing on schedule. Releasing with performance modes. How about that? How about you have them do that? Oh, hell, talking about you finna go. They can offer great perspective. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't need perspective. That ain't what you need. You don't need perspective. You need some great games. That's what you need. You need great fucking games. You over here worrying about other folks trying to put the games on your system. For what? You putting your games everywhere else. You putting them everywhere fucking else. So what the fuck? Why the fuck you give a fuck about people coming over there to your ragged ass platform? You ain't even staying over there. Man, I ain't gonna drag this out too much longer. That's all I got for you right now. I will catch y'all in the next one. I'm gone.